Anyway, I am here tonight not only because I'm the community group leader of Laugh NSA, but in answer to a lot of your concerns that you expressed to us that there wouldn't be enough old white guys on tonight. So we heard you, okay? Well, I can't, but yeah, we're responding to that. Where are my first timers? Make some noise. That's right. I love the first timers. You know what? We are among people who are experts, and this is a brave group because what do we know? We know that public speaking is the number one fear, right? And we had that t-shirt a few years ago. How many of you had that t-shirt? It said, "Your biggest fear is what I do for a living." And I loved that, man. I wore that everywhere until I went to a hotel pool. A woman read it and said, "Are you a clown?" Professionally, what I talk about is growth mindset habits and using humor to be able to cope with stress. And man, there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of things that's coming at us. All these information sources are just battering us with stressful news. The most recent one I heard was this one that said, aging does not occur like you think it does. Just as you had growth spurts when you were young, when you get into your 40s and again in your 60s, you will experience aging burst. Oh! I thought this was all happening gradually. No, it's happening in burst, like radiation and gunfire. I mean, some mornings it really makes sense. It's those mornings I pick up my phone and it says, "Face not recognized." And I'm like, no, it's me. And it's going, "I don't think so. That's not how I remember you." I walk into the bathroom, flip on the light, and go, "Oh my God. Honey, I think I had a burst last night." She said, "Oh, you had a couple." I don't think we're talking about the same thing. But, here's the thing. I mean, that's the thing. That's the reason why old people are grumpy. We got to deal with all what's going on here, but also all the change around us, the new technologies, and just being bewildered all the time. Now, by the way, I'm not going to come up here and I'm not going to just complain about everything that's new and young people. I'm sure that every new technology throughout human history has had that kind of response from older people. I bet when stone tools were first being developed, there were a group of Neanderthals standing around going, "All these kids with their rocks today. Everything's a rock. You never see one without a rock in their hand." And they always said, "Oh, you're cracking a coconut? Why don't you use a rock? Oh, you're going to go hunting? Why don't you throw some rocks? In my day, we did it the old-fashioned way. You just had your bare hands and a brain the size of a walnut. And that was good enough for my grandfather. He lived at 27. So I'm not going to do that, right? But there are things that when you get older, you just kind of get confused. And I'm not talking about really high tech. I'm just talking about public bathrooms. Okay? I never understand what's going on in the public bathroom. Just go to the bathrooms out here and you won't know. Is it automatic or analog? I just want somebody to decide. Right? Is the sink, the soap, the toilet, the towels, some of them, all of them? The towels, yes. The soap, no. The sink, I have to wave my hands, but the toilet, I have to flush like I'm a pioneer. I just don't know what to expect. And there is no agreement on how sensitive those sensors are. Right? I go into the stall, and you have that little tissue that you cover the toilet seat. Right? I always do that, but I don't want to set that off. So the next move is like a bad heist movie in a museum. Whoosh! And it's gone. And then I go over to the sink, and all of a sudden I'm in a bathroom at Hogwarts doing magical passes, Rensis Handius. Nothing. So it's frustrating. But you know what? When you go to a bathroom, you're at least by yourself. When I go into some place, it's a public place, there, I get judged. Because when you get older, you're going to get judged just for fumbling around with technology. If I'm in a coffee shop, let's say, and I can't figure out the payment screen, I know behind me, here are these, I see out of the corner of my eye, these Patagonia-clad 20-somethings, and they're going, "Oh, check and see if there's a silver alert. We found him." you know? And I can see them getting their phones out. I'm becoming a meme in real time. Oh, look, Pop's learning how to use Apple Pay. Here we are, right? But the other reaction I get is I think I like even less. It's the one where the young people are really super indulgent and they start treating me like I'm a preschooler trying to learn my shapes and colors. You know, and they'll say, honey, just touch that big blue button on the center of the screen. You see that, hon? Just touch that with your finger. And I need you to sign, okay? You can use your finger, okay? You know that? You can use your finger. I'm like, yeah, I was about to. Yeah. And they say, oh, you know, we have an app. Do you know what an app is? Do you know what an app is? And I go, oh, I sure do. I take one every day at 3:30. No, I'm just kidding. That's when I eat dinner. Okay, thanks very much, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the night.